People always said my shadow was too dark for the light around me, but I never paid much attention, until tonight, when it started moving on its own. I was closing up the bakery after a late shift, wiping flour from my hands, when I noticed my shadow stretched across the linoleum, twitching like a dying insect. The neon sign outside flickered, and for a second, I could have sworn the darkness under my feet was writing something on the tiles. I chalked it up to exhaustion, but the unease gnawed me, a whisper that something was waiting to be seen. I locked the door and turned off the lights, but the bakery's glass fronts let in just enough city glow for me to catch movement out of the corner of my eye. My shadow didn't follow me as I moved, it lagged, then jerked forward, as if resisting some invisible leash. Then, with deliberate slowness, it scrawled letters up the wall in flickering darkness, "You don't belong here." My heart pounded as I stumbled back, flour dust swirling around my feet, settling like ash on my trembling hands. I tried to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. My phone flickered between screens, the shadow stretching taller and wider, swallowing the weak light. Every time I blinked, it seemed closer, its edges blurring, fingers elongating. I screamed for help, but the street outside was silent, the city's heartbeat too far away to save me. I pressed myself against the oven, the air thick with the scent of burnt bread and fear, watching as my shadow peeled itself from the floor, rising upright, a perfect silhouette of me, only darker, hungrier. It whispered in a voice that scraped at the inside of my skull, promising it would be better at living my life than I ever was. The last thing I saw before the world went black was my own face, twisted in the glass door, grinning back at me from the wrong side. Now, if you step inside the bakery before sunrise, you might see me at the counter. But look closely at my reflection in the pastry case, because sometimes, it moves just a little too late.